Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another WWE Ultimate Edition review, and today I'll finally be taking a look at the Amazon exclusive Ultimate Hulk Hogan. And the reason why it took me so long to finally review this is because Amazon just wasn't shipping mine out. In fact, my original pre-order that still hasn't shipped out has a shipping date of August 3rd. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. But I did manage to get my hands on one, so you guys have probably already seen the box by now, so let's not waste any time. You know what it looks like. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at the Hulkster. Alright, and here we have the Immortal One, based on his WrestleMania 9 appearance, out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with a good amount of accessories, which includes the Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt, which we have received many times before, so not a new piece, but it is essential for this version of Hulk Hogan. 2 open hands for posing, 2 fisted hands, 2 pointing hands, a yellow bandana with red stripes, a red star, and a red Hulkamania logo. So the paint's pretty good up for the most part. The lettering does look pretty good, the line work looks good. You've got red tail here with the yellow lines instead. There are some red speckles here, but that's probably just mine. So I will show how this bandana looks on Hogan later on. A yellow Hulkamania t-shirt with the Velcro on the front, so that way you can recreate the shirt ripping pose. Hulkamania logo is printed very well, looks pretty good. And then he's got those tears on the back. Again, I will show how this looks on the figure a bit later. He comes with 2 interchangeable head sculpts. The first one is this stoic expression, which is painted very well. The mustache looks really good, the eyes look good, the eyebrows look good. Now you can see that the beard is sculpted onto the chin and the cheeks, because this is the Hollywood Hogan head sculpt, so they just painted flesh tone over that. So it does look a bit weird, but it's not that big of a deal. This is not a brand new head sculpt, obviously, neither are any of the other head sculpts that come with this figure. Blonde hair, painted pretty well. You can see a little bit of hair trying to go on top of the dome of his head, but that just ain't happening. And then he's got the open mouth head sculpt, which, again, not brand new. This was originally released with the Hollywood Hogan, with the Ultimate Hollywood Hogan, so you can still see a little bit of that sculpted beard on the chin and the cheek. The mouth is painted well, so are the teeth, the mustache, the eyes, and even the black eye right there, which is accurate to his WrestleMania 9 appearance. He did have a black eye, so that looks really nice. I'm sure Bret Hart is somewhere smiling at that. Eyebrows look good, the hair looks good, a little bit of that hair on top of the dome right on the back. And then we got the default head sculpt, which he is smiling. Mustache looks good, teeth look good, eyes look good, eyebrows look good. So very good paint work on the head sculpt. Now this one does not have any of the Hollywood Hogan beard sculpt. This one was actually released way before that Ultimate Edition. So again, not a brand new head sculpt, but still looks nice. Blonde hair looks good. So overall, a good head sculpt that is appropriate for this version of Hogan. Alright, then taking a look at the body, this is the exact same body that was used on the Ultimate Hollywood Hogan. So as you can see right there, exact same body mold. The only difference is that this one has that orange tan that we also saw with the Survivor Series Hulk Hogan, as you can see right here. So this body is based off that 90s version of Hogan when he wasn't as bulky. He kind of lost a little bit of muscle mass, looked a little bit leaner. That was due to the fact that Hogan stopped taking his vitamins during that time. So I like this, really good. It's accurate to this time period. Then look at the wristbands. I like the texture that's sculpted on this. It gives it that fuzzy look. The Hulkamania logo is painted very well. The lettering looks pretty good. Now this elbow on mine is extremely loose, so that is unfortunate. That's probably just going to be mine. I don't think that's an issue with the Hogan from this wave. Fortunately for me, I know how to fix that, so I'm going to use some Pledge floor care. And if you're interested in learning how to fix loose joints, I did make a video on this a few months ago, so I'll put a little link here in the video up in the corner somewhere, so you can check that out if you want. Then looking at the other wristband, it's got the same logo, however the Hulkamania lettering looks a bit fuzzy, so that doesn't look really good. The one on the right arm looked much better, but not a big deal. He's got this weight belt, which has Hulkster on the back of the belt. Lettering is painted very well, looks really nice, crisp, clean line work. And then he's got knee pads and yellow boots. So pretty much a standard look for Hogan with a leaner, less juiced up body. Then going over the articulation, head is on a ball joint. Doesn't look high up at all because of the plastic of the hair. Can look slightly down, turns side to side, and slightly tilt. Shoulder goes that high up. Could rotate all the way around. He does have a butterfly joint. He's got double jointed elbows, which, again, this elbow is very loose. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ball joint at the diaphragm. He can crunch that far forward, go that far back, turn a little bit up there, pivot a bit, and then he has a waist swivel. Legs go that far out, they go that high up. There is a thigh cut. Double jointed knees, a cut at the top of the boot. Ankle has a hinge, so it goes that high up, that far down. Slight ankle pivot and toe articulation. Alright, and here we have the Amazon exclusive Ultimate Hulk Hogan next to the Ultimate Hollywood Hogan. Then here's the Ultimate Hogan next to the Survivor Series Elite Hogan, which surprisingly the Elite one is shorter. So that's kind of odd. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the Amazon exclusive Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan figure? Well, the figure itself, it's great. I like it a lot. I like this version of Hogan, or at least in figure form. I do like that leaner body because he can work as an early WCW Hogan. So if you want that Hogan from that era before he formed the NWO, this is a nice one to have in your collection. Now, my issue with this figure isn't really the figure itself, but rather the way this figure has been distributed. The pre-orders on this figure was really insane. Every time they popped up, they would sell out immediately. So it was really hard for collectors to get their hands on this figure. Some collectors got these in the fall, and then some collectors are still waiting until August for a delivery date. In fact, I still have 3 Hogans pre-order that are not scheduled to be delivered until August of this year. That is absolutely ridiculous. I am not a fan of how Mattel has handled that. I know that Jeff Hardy was also a bit wonky with the pre-orders. The Ultimate Warrior supposed to be shipped out in December, and then that got pushed back. And when fans asked questions about the shipping dates and how these things were being handled, Mattel didn't really give a good concrete answer. They pretty much kind of put their hands in the air and said it's all up to Amazon. So I don't like how Mattel has handled this. I hope in the future Mattel kind of moves away from the Amazon exclusives. And then if you're someone that did not pre-order these, then it kind of sucks to be you, because I don't know if these are going to go up for pre-order, if these are going to be in stock on the website at retail price. So your only other way of getting this is buying these at third market prices. Right now I think the average is about $70, and normally I would not recommend buying a figure at that price, but knowing how Ultimate Editions go up over time, I think I would still recommend it even at that price. Because I'm willing to bet that this figure is probably going to go up to a couple $100s over the next couple years. I mean, just look at the Amazon exclusive Rock. That one's between $200 and $300. So, yeah, I really don't like how this was handled by Mattel, but I still think it's a good figure. I still think it's worth owning in your collection, even if you have to pay just a little bit extra. And I only say that because, again, I think this is a figure that's going to be very expensive over time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography. And I'll see you next time.